How's it going, everyone? I'm currently at the Valley Honda dealership in Naperville, Illinois. My Civic Si is currently being serviced, oil change and tire rotation. So I'm just going to take a tour of the cars in the showroom, starting from left to right. So this is a 2018 Honda Fit. It's got paddle shifters as well. That's not something you see in a cheap car like this. Handbrake. It's even got heated seats. Climate control. Knobs are a little stiff. Even has automatic lights, economy mode, and an automatic driver's side window. Next, this is a 2019 Honda Odyssey Touring. It's the model down from the Elite. It's got a push-button gear selector. Reverse is a little confusing, but you get used to it. It's got heated seats, auto start-stop deactivation, snow mode, economy mode. LED headlights, electronic parking brake. However, it does not appear to be working right now. As you can tell, this isn't the first time a showroom Odyssey has had a parking brake problem in this dealership, but I finally caught it on camera. So better hope the parking brake is off. It's even got illuminated door sills right here. And all four of the windows are fully automatic. Try to get it to focus. Suggested retail for the Touring is slightly under $45,000. And this even has the radar guided cruise control. Fog lights are LED. So everything's pretty much LED in the front except for the turn signals. Then in the rear, only the taillights and third brake taillight are LED. Next, the 2018 Pilot. So this is the pre-facelift. But even the post-facelift still has this foot parking brake. You would have thought they would have put an electronic one located similar to that of the Odyssey's location, since Acura, with their counterpart to this, the MDX, put an electronic parking brake on the MDX when they facelifted it. So it wasn't even a completely new model. They just eliminated the foot parking brake on the facelift, which is something I've never seen a car company do. So, looks like LED headlights, because Xenons always have that warm-up where they start off dim, then they brighten up. It's got paddle shifters, push-button transmission. So it says D/S because if you're new to Honda or Acura and it has the D/S setting, you push drive and then drive again to go into sport, or sequential mode as Honda calls it, but I like to call it sport. And in that mode, if you activate the paddle shifters, it'll stay in manual mode either until you pull and hold the right side paddle shifter or return to regular drive. And this is to go through the terrain modes, deactivate auto start stop, climate controls, Emergency flashers. The mirror controls are not mounted on the window control console. It's right here. Economy button. Parking sensors, lane keeping assist, traction off, and collision mitigation off. All right. It's got a nice finish. Up here we got garage door home link, interior LED illumination, and sunroof controls. Can also set that to door. So the reading lamp is separate from the door lamps. That's a nice feature. Both are LED, but one has a different tone than the other. And then there's the fuel door release and the tailgate release. And both of the front windows are fully automatic. Next, here's a 2018 or 19 CRV. I think this is touring. It's a 2018 1.5 turbo touring all-wheel drive. Nice. So it's got LED headlights. As you can see, LED high beams as well. CVT, econ button, electronic parking brake. In the CRV and the Accord, you can pull and hold the parking brake switch for a few seconds without pressing the brake, and given that the parking brake's on and you're in park. After you start hearing a few beeps, let go of the switch, then pull and hold again until you hear another set of beeps. And if you hear two beeps, you've turned the auto parking brake apply system on. If you hear one solid beep, you've turned it off, and all parking brake applications must be done manually. So the auto parking brake feature will automatically set the parking brake if you turn off the engine or ignition if you've just turned it on and the parking brake's not set, and the parking brake's not previously set. If you did set it previously, obviously it won't automatically activate because it's already on. So no redundant operations here. Fuel door release as well as the hood release. Both the front windows are fully automatic. 2-person memory. And this one goes for about $34,000. Next, so this is a 2018 Honda HR-V EXL. Now, if you haven't heard the news, the manual transmission option for this vehicle is no longer offered as of the 2019 model year. This one does have the paddle shifters because it's got the Sport CVT. So, ignition button's right there. It's got a digital climate control. Halogen headlights. Econ button. Tire pressure monitoring. System reset. Traction off. Automatic driver's side window. Window lock. Mirror adjustment controls. Gear selector. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sequential, or sport, whatever you'd like to call it. Electronic parking brake. This one doesn't seem to be working either. This is the first time I've seen this on an HR-V. Must not be hooked up, or there's a fault in the parking brake system, but I can't seem to turn it on or off, and I can't tell whether it's on or off. Probably off, though, because I think the light would have lit up if I had opened the door, but don't quote me on that. Glove box storage is decent. Here's the infotainment display. It's got an auto-dimming rearview mirror. And there is the sunroof controls, as well as the door illumination. Next, here's a brand new Honda Accord. And it's the touring model. I can't see a window sticker anywhere. Okay, there it is. It is a 2018 Honda Accord 1.5 liter turbo. Also looks like it's got the automatic high beam control. I just can't get over that welcome chime. All the more reason to get it as my next car, but that's not going to be until 2023 when I'm done with college and I'm done paying off my Civic Si, which costs me about $203 a month. So it's a good thing I make enough money from YouTube to pay for that. All right. But obviously, after college, I will have a job full-time. The knobs and buttons for the climate control system feel nice to the touch. Kind of reminds me of the buttons in an Audi. It's got a half digital instrument cluster. Eco and sport modes. Electronic parking brake. Automatic brake hold. It's nice if you're stuck in traffic or whenever you come to a stop, so that way you can take your foot off the brake and give it a rest. Heads-up display. You can adjust the level at which it's at using these buttons. Trip computer, safety systems, traction off, and parking sensors. The front two windows are fully automatic. You got 2-person memory here and mirror controls, lock and unlock. Trunk release, hood release. All right, home link on the mirror. And this is to activate or deactivate the auto-dimming rearview mirror. Sunroof controls, emergency SOS. So that's if you were involved in an accident, you could call Honda SOS, and then they can call 911 for you. Have the police and fire department dispatched to the accident scene. I'm just giving an example. I think for breakdown calls, you would use the other button. Next, so here we have a 2018 Honda Civic 1.5 liter turbo touring. It's got the LED headlights and turn signals, as does the Accord that I just sat in. It's also got window tint from the factory. CVT. Electronic parking brake with brake hold. Climate controls. Infotainment. Sunroof controls. This, let's see. I'm not sure if it has the auto dimming rearview mirror. I don't see a button for it, but I see these sensors, so I'm not sure what to think. Lane keeping assist, collision mitigation, traction off, all the goody goodies. Front two windows are fully automatic. Mirror controls, lock and unlock. You can also child lock it so that only you can control the windows. Trunk release, hood release is down there. And I believe if you want to put gas in it, you just click on it. The gas lid, that is. There is no button to release that anymore. And the last car. So this is a Honda Civic Sport Hatchback Touring Edition. The main difference between this and the Honda Civic Type R is the Type R has a third pipe in the middle that's smaller than the two pipes between it. So in other words, the pipe between the two big pipes is smaller, and this one does not have that pipe. So I've fallen for it a few times, but now I know. But this has the paddle shifters, which not many Civics have. If only the Civic Si and Type R would adopt a single or dual clutch automated manual, kind of like in an exotic car, where you put your foot on the brake, pull one paddle shifter to engage forward, pull both for neutral, and then you have a button to put the car into reverse with. Then for park, if it's a dual clutch, it'll have park, so you'll have a button for that, or you can shut it off in gear and it'll go into park. Or if it's a single clutch, then you have to shut it off in first gear for park, and then when you start it up next time, it'll go to neutral. So either way, you should be using the parking brake. It's got a fake carbon fiber trim, dimmer switch. It's missing the low gear selection, but that's because this is the sport trim. LED headlights and turn signals. Both of the front windows are fully automatic. It has all the features that the other Civic has. So, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation, traction off, heated seats, automatic climate, sunroof controls. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my tours of all the cars in the showroom.